watching this presentation of the Upland Racing League.
Brought to you by the Epics Podcast. Catch them Thursday nights at 9:15 Eastern, 6:15 Pacific. Promotional consideration for today's race has been paid for by the following. The Upix Podcast. And by Anthology Puzzles. And myupland.info. And by Mahoney MV Motorsports. And the Hyde Park Ninjas. And by Upland Collectibles. And by Mars Vital and Red Planet Art. And by Uplandia, the Layer 2 Upland RPG game. And by the Metaverse Racing News Network.
Today's race brought to you by the Upix Podcast. Catch them Thursday nights at 9:15 p.m. Eastern.
The Upix Podcast with the property expert. If it's happening in Upland, it's the place you want to check first. With your host who's stupid to win and thank me later. Bringing the strategy, news, and cool charts with all the data. This is Upland, where the metaverse goes down. Genesis, San Fran, to Rio, and all around. Don't miss a week, you never know what they'll say next. It's the Upland property experts, baby, UPX.
Good day, race fans. We are back with another edition of the Upland Racing League Champions Cup Series, week number 4, coming straight to you from the Ithaca Run. And speaking of Ithaca Run, we can't have a run on the Ithaca Run without having our great friend Elijah joining us on the broadcast today. Elijah Judah, my friend, how are you for another race on the Ithaca Run today?
Hey, man. Thanks for having me. What up, Upland? Thanks for having me, man. Good to be here. Let's go.
Yeah, baby. So we're super excited. I just want to quickly talk about the rivalry that we've got going on in the Upland Racing League over the last few weeks since basically the start of the season between the Mahoney MV Motors Group and the Hyde Park Ninjas, going back and forth every week. And, we can take a look at the leaderboard because it is absolutely dead tight. After last week's race, we had Etsy Kicker coming in on a 4th place finish and still maintaining the lead, with San Mahoney picking up a couple of spots, basically trading places with KO Ninja, getting the win last week, moving up to Matt Suter staying right where he was with the 2nd place win in 3rd place. And KO Ninja, as I said, dropping a couple spaces down to 4. Buellman, with a 3rd place surprise finish last week, comes in and moves up 4 spots up to number 5 as the biggest mover this week. So super exciting. I called it last week. I said that with the Mahoney guys, that they were defending their home racetrack. I said that it was going to be a tough race for everybody. And of course, the Mahoney team did not disappoint with a 1-2 finish on the home course. So super racing. I don't know if you were able to catch the races last week, Elijah, but what are you thinking so far?
I watch the races every week, man. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed the closeness of it. They take it serious. These races are getting closer and closer, and I think after a while, it's gonna be just like photo finishes in the real world. Once everybody gets every mechanic down and you're not making any mistakes at all, the races are gonna be even tighter, and you're just gonna be bumping people. So yeah.
I know, and especially as the designs of the racetracks evolve, we're starting to see some of the newer tracks coming out that are smoother, because now we know what the mechanics of racing are, right? And we know what the mechanics of building tracks are, and you can't get past the different techniques that you have to have on some of these older courses that have been around for a little while, because they really do present some challenges as you're going around some of these tracks. So it's just super cool to see, and just really awesome. So uh, checking out. Speaking of that, if we're going to go ahead and jump over and check out our racers or our drivers for today's race, so let's get them introduced.
Introducing our drivers for the 2024 URL Champion Series. Racing for the Mahoney MV Motorsports Racing Team, sponsored by Mahoney MV Holdings, 2023 Pro Series Champion number 1 Matsuda R, and 2024 Stock Car Competition Series Champion number 10 San Mahoney, with alternate driver Champion Series Champion from 2023 Risey. Sponsored by the Epics Podcast, number 9 Wanderer 1976. Driving for the Castle Elite Racing Team, sponsored by Anthology Puzzles, BEBattle.net, and My Upland Info, number 9 TB125, and number 1 Buellman. Sponsored by Upland Collectibles, number 6 Reed Courier. Driving for the Hyde Park Ninjas Racing, sponsored by Ninjava Coffee, number 9 SC Kicker, and number 5 KO Ninja. Sponsored by Diamond Autos and Fay Cars, number 5 Phalos. And finally, driving for Mwaga Investments, number 4 Mwaga Mizzy.
All right, and that's our drivers for today's race. Great group. Really looking forward to how they are going to navigate this Ithaca run. So taking a quick look at the track, we see it 21 grueling turns at 2.24 miles. Really only one boost area in the nice long straight there just after the start line. So we're really going to I think see some really cool stuff happening on this track today.
Absolutely. Let's go.
All right. Well, with that, let's go ahead and see who is in our first heat today. We've got Buellman, Mwaga Mizzy, KO Ninja, San Mahoney, and Reed Courier in our heat number 1, with San Mahoney getting the start. And I have already instructed him to start the lobby, so we'll hopefully get a code here pretty quick and get everybody in here. And I
don't know who you think how you think the race is going to go, but I think it's going to be a close one this time, just because there's really only one area where you can use the boost. So this is going to be one of those close races. So let's see how it goes, I think.
Yeah, and the hairpin turn that's right before the start finish line can present some challenges as drivers are coming around there. So it can you can really get some interesting finishes on this track as well. So very excited to see how these races pan out here. So hopefully
this is that perfect run track where you can actually you can actually make it hard to beat your own record if you get a perfect run, and you hit every corner right, like you said, hit the boost at the exact appropriate time, and then come around that corner at the top of the bird. I'm gonna call it the top of the bird. It looks like a bird sitting on a perch up at the top. So up at the northern section of the track, number 20, turn number 20, is where you could really get jammed up at. And that's going to make the difference in the whole race, because you only get one chance to make a mistake on the Ithaca run up. Maybe two chances. Second chance Tuesdays.
Right. Yeah, no kidding. Let's see. And you'll have to excuse me. I'm playing double duty here, trying to get everybody situated. All right. And we do have a code posted now from San Mahoney, so we will get our race on here pretty quickly.
And shout out to the community of the Real Node LA. You'll see some nice 3D map assets right at the start line from so many of the community members. That's what really makes Upland cool, where you can really just feature the artwork of quite a variety of people in one place.
Right. And yeah, I this is one of my favorite start finish lines is at the Ithaca Run. It just looks awesome from both sides of the track. So hats off to you and all of the people of the Real Node LA, and everything you guys are doing over there is just really super cool to see.
Well, thank you. And to the community, that's for y'all, because I got a couple of assets, but it takes all of the assets to make it look nice. So shout out to everybody.
Right. All right, let's see how many racers we got in here. And all right, so we have 4 of 5, so we should be good to go ahead and start. Because Phalos will not be able to make the first heat, so. And we'll get the start, and I will jump in there as a viewer here, hopefully.
Hopefully, I can get a response on we submitted a new track in the Real Node LA called the Real Node Tour. So
nice.
We're waiting to get that one approved. I'm pretty excited about that track as well, because the tracks tell a story after a while, and you'll see. But let's see how this goes. Let's go Ithaca Run.
All right, we're jumping right into the race here. We're going to see how far they got once I'm able to jump in on spectator mode. Here we go. Starting to move along now. And we're just waiting on players to get in here. Of course, make sure nobody does anything. And here we go. We are off to the races now. Recurrier with a little bit of a spin out. Buellman using a boost right there. M-Wagon Mizzy going off into second place. San Mahoney in third. KO Ninja trying to weave his way through traffic here, making his way up to second place and using another boost in there. And oh my goodness, these guys are off like mad.
Buellman, that was a good recovery.
Wow, that was awesome. Buellman off to a great start here, making short work of the Ithaca Run on this first lap here. KO Ninja still second, San Mahoney in third, M-Wagon Mizzy fourth, Recurrier in fifth. And this, of course, right here, just the toughest part of the track. Oh my goodness. Buellman still maintaining a pretty good lead here. KO Ninja in second.
It's getting close. No mistakes. No room for mistakes now.
Definitely not. Sam Mahoney has now dropped into fourth as Mwagamizi managed to make his way around. But can't count Sam Mahoney out because he is going to have something up his sleeve, you can bet. Making ground up on Mwagamizi already. Still with a boost in there. Boy, they got a race going for third place right now.
He went for a block.
There we go.
Double boost.
And a double boost from Sam Mahoney. And he gets up into third. But still, Buhlman, KO Ninja with a pretty significant lead over that third place spot right now. But all you need, of course, is to just make the top three to get into the finals. So anything can still happen here. Mwag is still trying to make up some time. And boy, it's going to be a lot to recover that third place now. Coming up on the finish from lap number 2, Buhlman and KO Ninja neck and neck coming around that final turn right there into the start. And Buhlman able to maintain the lead. A bit of a block out on KO Ninja coming around that corner, getting into the fast lane first.
You got to use the boosters at the right time, which is now.
Yep.
Now. Okay, they both held their boosters in. That's an interesting choice.
Or they've already exhausted them, which could potentially have happened on that lap. Let's see if Sam Mahoney's still got one available. Mwag is making up some time, obviously boosted back up in there during that spot as well. So making up a little bit of time there, but really got to have some powerful racing if he wants to make the top three on this race. Buhlman still holding off KO Ninja, but KO Ninja's coming on strong. And oh my goodness, Buhlman with a nice block out on that turn. And these boys are running fast through here. I got to tell you, this is going to be a really fast time from both Buhlman and KO Ninja. And KO getting a little bit of a skid on that last turn. Buhlman with the win. Sam Mahoney is going to come in third place, knocking out Mwagamizi by a very little. Recurrier pulling up the end there. And, man, what a race by these guys. That was absolutely fantastic. Coming in on that final lap, it was looking like it could have been anybody's race at that point. I think we're still holding on. Recurrier, there he comes in the final there. And we will get a final shot. Boy, 1 second. That is super awesome race. And a 3:19.636 from Buhlman makes a really nice run on this track for him. Very nicely done by all of our racers. And we will go ahead and get heat number 2 started.
That was an excellent run for everybody. Nope, not a lot of room for mistakes, as you can see. These races are going to be within about a second of each other. Just like treasure hunting, it was designed that way to be a tight run. So just like treasure hunting in Upland, sometimes you only get like 1 second to get that treasure. So you have to be able to move. So,
absolutely. No question about it. And the Ithaca run is one of those places where literally one tiny mistake and it can tear you up. It really just can knock you out. You have no chance of recovery sometimes. But then again, you count on a mistake from somebody up in the lead, which can happen quite often, and it can put you right back in it.
Yep, don't give up. If you make a mistake, don't give up, because the other people could still make a mistake too, which really balances it back out. So
absolutely.
Hope they make a little mistake, like you said.
No question about it. All right. We've already instructed our heat number 2 racers to go ahead and start the lobby. So let's go ahead and check out all of our heat number 2 races. This one's powered by Uplandia. Wander 1976, TB 125, Matsuda, and SC Kicker and Phalos. Phalos, unfortunately, will not be able to make today's race. There was a contract dispute between him and his crew team. So his pit crew decided to lock him in the trailer and not let him race this week. And hopefully he'll figure it out and pay him a little bit more next week. So SC Kicker is going to take the start this time and should be posting a code here very shortly. And while they do that, we are going to go ahead and step away for a quick commercial from our friend at the Real Note. And we are back. And hopefully we got a code coming here shortly.
Man, did I miss the episode where you played one of those guitars?
That will never happen.
All right.
I dabble.
Okay.
My daughter is the musician. She plays guitar and piano and drums and flute and a bunch of other stuff. Ukulele. You name it, she can play it. So
Got
I
all
let
talent.
I let her do that stuff, and I dabble with her, but that's about as far as I go. All right, we do have a code. All right. So while we're waiting on everybody to get in the lobby, I would like to take a quick moment out to talk about some of the exciting stuff that's happening through Genesis Week in Upland this coming week. Other than the usual ornament challenge and all that other stuff, racing is what is on my mind. We have the Upland Racing Series Champion Circuit that's going to be aired right here on the MRN network on Thursday. We'll take a quick peek at what's happening there while we get everybody in the lobby. We have the Genesis Champion Circuit that's going on, airing on uh, Thursday, June 6th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And that's going to be on the brand new San Francisco Monument Speedway that is not even completed yet, is scheduled to be completed tomorrow. And we should be starting practice runs on Monday, hopefully, maybe even Sunday if they can open it a little bit early. But this is the Genesis Championship Circuit. This is the pinnacle of Upland Racing Series racing. And it's the top 12 drivers from the Champion Circuit leaderboard, which was the top drivers from both Frost and Blossom season. Next year, it will be a full 5 seasons of racing. And it should be, this is all going to be just spectacular. So that is happening. Qualifying has already happened. We have the top 12 racers in Phalos, San Mahoney, Matsuda, myself, Metaspook, Sheehan Raza, Ram 2024, XAOC 777, Wander 1976, JH 2271, Akapropi, and Maddox all in the finals for that Upland Racing Series Champion Circuit Finals coming up on Thursday, June 6th, right here on the Metaverse Racing News Network. And that's not all. We got one more. It's the Genesis Speedway Challenge that will begin on Monday. Top 25 racers on each leaderboard will be eligible to win one of these super cool race car Genesis Block Explorers. And the point system works exactly the same. the classes work exactly the same, but we will be looking forward to all that stuff as well. And you can, grab one of these super cool block explorers and also practice for the Uplands Champion Circuit that's also going on. So very, very cool. All this stuff happening. What happened here? Oh, there we are. So anyway, we are going to go ahead and get this next race started. And let me jump back over here to the right screen and jump in here. And we will get in as spectators. So are you racing any at all, Elijah, or are you just sitting back and watching all the cool stuff?
Yeah, I race a little bit. I race a little bit. I'm building too. So, like I said, we just submitted the racetrack to get approved. Hopefully, it gets approved by Upland. The Real No Tour, hopefully coming soon. But yeah, I've been doing some building. So I haven't had a chance to race as much as I want to. Once in a while, I'll jump in and check out a track. If I'm just treasure hunting and I see a track, I gotta get the treasure and come back and check it out. So I do check it out from time to time.
Nice, very cool. All right, well, we're getting everybody in here. Let's hopefully they're not too far along.
I just started racing these trucks. I got the Series TE. So I can pull those out a little bit and try them out.
They're interesting rides.
Yep.
And just so everybody can see it, check out all the assets that are around this track at the start line. So cool. Got the aquatics, a Samurai Aquatics surfboard guy there. That's pretty sweet.
Yep.
And here we
arrows,
go.
Those green arrows.
All four of them. TB 125 taking a boost off the lead. Wander 1976 and Matt Suter jumping back and forth. Wander 1976 gets out in the lead at TB with a terrible crash on that first turn, not timing the boost quite as well as he needed to. And SC Kicker taking advantage, Matsuda taking advantage, and Wander all just moving right up past him after that crash. Let's see if he can make a recovery here. And Matsuda and SC Kicker going back and forth here.
Oh my goodness.
Matsuda taking the lead now from SC Kicker with a little spin out there, but managing to hold on fairly well to stay within close proximity. TB still trying to make a recovery here, coming up on the back of Wanderer. Very, very close race between third place right now. Matt Suter still holding the lead there. There goes SC Kicker around the outside, trying to make a move, but gets caught up. Boy, that one turn right there, going from one side of the track to the other in such a short period of time to catch that fast lane is very, very tough to do.
This is exciting, man. They're 1 second apart. They're about 1 second apart here. No room for mistakes.
And Matsuda making a quick move into the fast lane off that last turn there. SC Kicker losing a little bit of ground here on this move. And here comes Wander 1976 into the picture. And Matsuda making a bad move on that last turn. And Wander and SC Kicker both sliding around Matsuda. Oh my goodness.
You never know. You just never know, man.
One mistake. And here we go into the final lap. We've got SC Kicker in first, Wander 1976 in second. And here comes Wanderer up on the outside. SC Kicker trying to block out and makes a. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Are we recording this, man?
Oh my God. And now TB 125 making a run for third. Wanderer with just shooting out of that into first place by a nice, comfortable margin. Matsuda in second. SC Kicker and TB 125 now battling out for third. Oh my goodness. And SC Kicker with another skid. And oh my gosh, TB 125.
He clipped him. Did you see that? He intentionally clipped him. I saw that.
Oh my God. Wow. SC Kicker, Wander 1976 and Matsuda are really fighting. And there we have it. Wander 1976 with a massive heat win over Matsuda, and SC Kicker grabbing the third place spot in an amazing battle between himself and TB 125. Wow, what a race that was. And we talk about some movement in this leaderboard and how things can change in a hurry around this place. Oh my goodness. That was an amazing race, and I believe Wander 1976 is also going to get the final pole position with the 3:19.513 on that race, beating out Buellman with a 3:19.636. Holy smokes, was that a race?
Wasn't it?
My goodness.
That was a good run. One of the best. One of the best runs I've seen on the Ithaca run. That was a run.
That was an amazing run. And oh, wow. The best part about it is you're going around lap number 2 and you still don't know who's going to come out on top of that. And the leads that were overtaken just by one mistake was incredible. That was incredible. That was an amazing finish. Congratulations. So our final is set with Buellman, KO Ninja, and San Mahoney from heat number 1, with Wander 1976, Matsuda, and SC Kicker in heat number 2, with Wander 1976 getting the pole position with a very nice, very fast low time of 3:19.513. My gosh, what a race.
That was definitely a good run there.
Now, if you want us to think, if everybody thought that was a good run, stay tuned, because this final is going to be spectacular. It's going to be awesome. We've got both of the Mahoney team in there. We've got both of the KO Ninja team in there, or the Hyde Park Ninja team in there, with KO Ninja and SC Kicker in the finals. We have Buellman in the finals, who took third place last week and comes out with the second best run this week, with Wander 1976, who was in a battle last season for Rookie of the Year, making a super awesome run on heat number 2 with a very fast time of that 3:19.513. So I cannot wait to see how this one plays out. And with that, we're going to go ahead and step away quickly for a quick commercial break, and we will be right back. And we are back. All right. And we do have a code posted, and hopefully we got everybody in there, or we're getting everybody in there pretty quickly here.
One thing I noticed them doing was when they ran out of speed burst, when they ran out of the nitros, they were using the clipping technique where they would pull in front of the person and then kind of cause them to skid. And I noticed somebody was strategically doing that. I'm not going to call you out. I thought that was pretty
And that's what I mean when you got to really know these tracks, and that's why these guys are the professionals. They know where they can do that. And in my opinion, if you ain't rubbing, you ain't racing. So those things happen. We expect it to happen, and that's it's that just comes from experience racing and experience racing the track. So hats off to everybody who's using all of the techniques that are
Yep.
available at their disposal. Let's say it like
Yeah, made
that.
it a good run though, and no mistakes. You know not to get right behind anybody. That's one technique. Don't get directly behind somebody because they can block you from passing.
Yep. Yeah, and
No.
if you get into the zone of no lane changing, you can be blocked out of lanes, you can be blocked out of turns, you can be blocked out of getting into the fast side of the track. And and that's to me what makes a professional racer, because they know when and how to do that and how to make it and do it effectively. And we are just about ready here. We're going to get these guys going. Oh, and here we go. Week 4 finals on the Ithaca Run right here. This is going to be awesome.
Let's go. That green arrow right there, D-Tech made that. What up, D-Tech?
Nice. All right, and here we go. Wander 1976 off to a pretty good start, getting a boost in there right from the gate. Buellman boosting up right behind him, and they both skid out, allowing both KO Ninja and San Mahoney to boost around or to get around them. And now we've got 4 using boost. San Mahoney,
double
KO
boost.
Ninja double boosting into that final stretch there, and they are not playing. The Ninjas are here. Oh my goodness. Wander 1976 getting up there. Buellman able to pass him back up to grab into 3rd place. KO Ninja and San Mahoney battling it out for 1st and 2nd right now. San Mahoney making a little squeak up pass. KO Ninja trying to get around him. And here we go. Man, what a race these guys are putting on right now. Wander 1976 able to get around Matsuda, and Matsuda both able to get around Buellman. SC Kicker pulling up the last place spot right now as things sit. San Mahoney getting around KO Ninja for the first lap. Oh my God. Wander now makes his way up to 3rd, just moving up through the pack. Holy Christ. These guys are really going at it. There goes San Mahoney using another boost, extending that lead. We're going to see how KO Ninja plays this. Matsuda also coming up on his rear there, so we'll see. Buellman still trying to make his way back up into the pack here. Wander 1976 now falling back down into 5th place. And we are only on lap number 2, and we've already had a couple of lead changes. We've already had a massive pack change back in the middle. Matsuda making up a little bit of time on KO Ninja here. San Mahoney still holding off that pretty good lead right there. Several seconds here over 2nd and 3rd. San Mahoney with a 104, KO Ninja with a 107, so about 3 seconds difference between 1st and 2nd here, but we'll see if KO Ninja has anything left in the tank. Here comes Matsuda making up a little bit of time on that turn. And here comes KO Ninja with the boost. Not quite able to keep up with Mahoney, but here comes Matsuda right up behind him as well. Wander 1976 and Buellman battling it out here for 4th place right now. SC Kicker in the very back. My goodness, having maybe some car trouble there. And here we go. We're into the last few turns here before we go into the finish. It looks like Sam Mahoney may get a second victory in a row for the season. And here we go into the finish. It is Sam Mahoney, KO Ninja with a second place finish, Matt Suter in third, Buhlman fourth, Wander 1976 in fifth, and SC Kicker in the sixth place spot. Wow, what a race. Sam Mahoney still bringing it every week.
Look at KO Ninja and Matt Suter's time. They were so close to each other. They were fighting for it.
Mike, oh yes, you're right. Yeah, both of them with the 3:18, just 8/100ths of a second in difference there between third and fourth place. So we are still going to see, the Ninjas in the MMVH or MMVM team battling it out on that leaderboard. Still making it super interesting for the leaderboard for the season. Such an awesome race today. Wow. I got to say, Heat 2 by far was one of the most exciting races I've ever seen on this track. That was just super awesome.
They put up a lot of hustle. They put up a lot of hustle. Everybody wanted it, man. That was very exciting. Everybody was within a second of each other. So y'all fought a good fight.
Absolutely amazing. Sam Mahoney with a 3:16.522 finish is ridiculously fast. If you consider that a 3:19 grabbed the pole, and he was 3 seconds faster than the pole position was on that run. So I mean, just an amazing run from Sam Mahoney. And honestly, from the top three racers, clearly one fast racer made everybody else fast because the top three all beat the pole position by nearly a second or more going into that final race. So magnificent race to everyone. Congratulations, Sam Mahoney, KO Ninja, and Matt Suter for the top three finishes. Buhlman holding in there with fourth, Wander 1976 with the fifth place spot, and SC Kicker coming in sixth on that one. So we'll check out real quick. Coming to you next week, of course, during Genesis Week, we are on the Northumberland track, sponsored by the UpX Podcast, our corporate sponsor. We are looking forward to it. I do have to tell everyone that we will be airing Friday, June 7th at 11 a.m. Pacific time or 2 p.m. Eastern time, 1/2 hour later than today because of the city release. So the city release happens at 1 p.m. Eastern. So we will be racing 1 hour after the city release on Friday. So looking forward to seeing everybody at Genesis Week races. And don't forget, Thursday, June 6th will be the Genesis Week finals in the Upland Racing Series Champion Circuit. And Elijah, thank you again, sir, for joining us today. We're always happy to have you. Again, another great race, another hell of a lot of fun on the Ithaca run today.
Thanks for having me, man. It's always a good time to be here. Whenever you need me, man, just hit me up. I'll come through. It's definitely a good run.
Rock on, my brother. All right, man. Peace to you all, and we will see you next time on the track.